Have you ever asked yourself why wizards and witch doctors are always in a state of poverty despite them charging their clients millions? And some of them are serving some of the wealthiest clients, politicians, and some of your pastors, and they are paid millions. But these guys are always in a state of poverty 24/7. They look malnourished, they live in the worst places, and they have the poorest living conditions. Why is that? Well, today I have your answers. See, I am going to introduce you to a concept of spirituality that cuts across all domains. Doesn't matter whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a Hindu, or you're serving as a monk somewhere, or you're serving in an African traditional religion. And this is a concept of spiritual growth. For your spirit to grow, the flesh needs to be denounced and to be denied. And this is something that cuts across all domains. Simply put, the flesh is always in conflict with the spirit. So for one to thrive, the other one has to go down. And for that matter, that is why Christians have fasting. And at the time when they are fasting, they are praying or meditating upon the word so that they can grow their spirits toward their maker. Now, that cuts across all domains. So similarly, here we have a witch doctor whose purpose is to be in communion with spirits 24/7, such that if a client comes, this guy needs to be aware of what spirit to summon to serve that purpose, or what oracle to summon to serve that purpose. So this requires his eternal vigilance 24/7. He can never be laid back. He doesn't have the pleasure of, oh, today I want to drink with some friends, or today I want to have some chick around, or today I want to, he doesn't have the pleasure of that. He is to live his entire life denouncing his flesh so that he can do his job the right way. Why? Because for the spirit to grow, the flesh needs to die, essentially. And that is how it works, actually. The more you denounce the flesh, or the more you're closer to death, the higher your spirit. So, and the moment you die, all that is left of you is a spirit. So that concept is how these two realms work with one another. So he needs to live as close to death as possible, if that makes sense. So that means abject levels of poverty. He's not eating well, he's not serving his body well. He's essentially living in a state where he could die anytime, rather, if that makes sense, because at that moment now, his spirit is at an elevated level and he can summon whatever spirits he wants. So that is why they're always like that. And some of these people are serving, some of your most prominent politicians, some of your most prominent pastors, people you'd never even think. So now you know.